Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Very, very beautiful, and it is. I'm surprised. It's the end of the week, a week that has not been so busy in terms of transfers for Arsenal. Honestly, I think as you know, it has always been about hope in this week. That's it. We are gonna speak James Maddison. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers has spoken some things about the potential transfer of the player. And he said, "You know what? Leicester City is not afraid of losing any player. Clubs do lose players. We are not afraid of losing James Maddison." What does that mean? What exactly does that mean? Lautaro Martinez is rethinking his immediate future at Inter Milan. It looks like things are not so good. He could stay at Inter Milan, and Arsenal preparing Callum Chambers, who is wanted by Leicester City, to be part of the deal that brings James Maddison to the Emirates Stadium. That and more will be discussed, and we will discuss in this transfer episode of Arsenal News. Now, please do smash a like on the video. Our like target 400 likes. Let's get them to 400 likes, people. That is our immediate like target right about now. Obviously, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel as well, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss anything in terms of Arsenal transfers. So Brendan has been speaking, one of my best managers in the league. I love his football, honestly. I love the way he plays his football. Yes, he might not be a winning manager like many people say. He has an FA Cup with Leicester City last season. Sorry. For me, I think he just needs a better club. He just needs a better side, and Leicester City are maybe trying to do that. You know, they're trying to give him a side that can compete for the top four regularly. I think that's what they are trying to do. So Brendan has been speaking about the transfer situation and saga around James Maddison, and this is what he had to say. So he says, there has been nothing that has come my way. As far as I'm concerned, we haven't had any offers for James Maddison. He's very talented. He's a very talented player, but also in the bigger picture, right? You've seen it all. All clubs lose players, but for us, it is nothing. It is not something we worry about. I'll say that again. There is nothing, or there has been nothing that comes my way after. As far as I'm concerned, we've had we've been. It says as far as I'm concerned, we haven't had any offers for James as yet. He's a very talented player, but also in the bigger picture, you've seen it all. Clubs lose players, but for us, it's not something we worry about. That is my man Brendan Rodgers, manager of Leicester City, and obviously manager of James Maddison. So there's a big question, people. There's a very, very big question. What exactly do these words mean? And I know if you look at them, openly, they mean one thing, that no offer has been made by Arsenal, and I think that is that would be only PR. We know Arsenal have already gone in with 2 bids now for James Maddison. And what confirms the interest, and what confirms that Arsenal could have actually gone in with those 2 bids is simple. He says, however, we are not concerned. Clubs do lose players. Players move on. Players switch clubs. We are not worried about that. We are not concerned. As he says, we have not received any formal offers. Obviously, I did expect him to be like Giovanni Canavelli, who was playing politics in a lot of politics and PR and things like that, spinning odds here and there. I didn't expect him to be like that. If you've had London managers, like London managers do take their press conferences, they're very, very, I don't know how I should say it, but they are very, very I don't know, professional is the word, but I would say cautious is a better word. They're very cautious. And look, you've had me fight with Mikel. You've had me fight with Mikel Arteta all the time, because when Mikel speaks, he's speaking PR. He's absolutely speaking PR, and that is what I do not want, and that is what I hate about Mikel. He speaks a lot of PR. So even Brendan Rodgers, when he says we have not received any formal offers, that is PR. We know there are bids underground through intermediaries that have been pushed in by Arsenal. One of them was rejected. The other, we are still waiting for to see. But what I pick out of that, when he says we are not afraid, players do move on, clubs lose players, we are not afraid, we are not worried. It shows that they have acknowledged Arsenal's interest in the player, and they also know there is nothing they can do if the player also wanted to leave. It's only the money. It's the money shield that is only that is protecting them at the moment, because they feel like Leicester City, we have actually put up a strong shield to the interest and pressure from Arsenal. And I think they could be right, because Arsenal is always going to struggle with 60 million pounds, and this is from goal.com. That is the price I'm going to be using right from now. 60 million pounds is the price I'm going to be using, not 70. So goal.com is saying Leicester City 160, and that is the price we will be using. It's been a little bit confusing, 60, 70. But for me, when Brendan says it's all about the money, players leave, clubs lose players, he only shows you that Arsenal are delaying the deal. If they bring the money, we will give them their man, and things will be out of the way. But again, this one is very interesting one, because to an extent that Leicester City have actually come out to talk about it. If you remember the Thomas Partey situation, we had so many reports and talks from Atletico Madrid confirming he is our player, he's gonna stay, Partey will not move, Partey won't go anywhere, and things like that. So this one could be a deal that happens without anyone actually expecting it, and I think it might shock Leicester City a bit, unless the talks have advanced and we do not know. But at the moment, what we know is talks have not yet advanced. At the moment, Leicester City are still very confident the player will stay, and I believe this one could be a very, very shocking one for them. Very shocking. It has been reported that they have interest in Callum Chambers this early morning. Leicester City do have interest in Callum Chambers, and Arsenal planning actually to use Callum Chambers as part of the deal, as part of the incentives. Wow, where did that get? Exactly. If you think about Arsenal and the deal for James Maddison, you need something to entice it. You need to cajole them into selling, and if you're going to cajole them into selling, you need something that is really enticing. Is Callum Chambers enticing? Because when we were speaking yesterday, we said the problem with the players we are offering is that they do not tick any boxes. You can't give Hector Bellerin as part of the Lautaro Martinez deal a player that fails to take a throw in, a player who has only made mistakes, recently made a howler, giving it to Tammy Abraham in preseason. You don't offer that. You don't offer such a player. You don't offer such a player in exchange for a world-class player. You don't. So the players we are offering do not tick any boxes. So the big question now is, does Callum Chambers tick any boxes? Me and you, I don't know. I think he's a good player. I think I'll retain him as my right back. He's better than all the other two. So maybe yes, maybe no. Well, of course, there is an update about Lautaro Martinez. Now, with Lautaro Martinez, it is interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. After Manchester City signing Jack Grealish, Arsenal wanted to bring in another superstar, and that is Lautaro Martinez. But it looks like things are not actually working out our way, and I'm gonna share with you what Corriere dello Sport have actually put out, and they're saying, according to Corriere dello Sport, Lautaro Martinez and Stefan Beveridge are reconsidering their immediate futures with Inter Milan, with Inter, amid the news that Romelu Lukaku is set to exit the club this summer. And that's what I said. and that's what I say. They don't change my words. I'm not gonna change my words on this one. I've said it before. If Arsenal want to get Lautaro Martinez, they've got to be quick. It's all about being quick. I've seen reports and rumors. Oh, if Arsenal gonna do this deal, it's gonna be at the end of summer. You don't have the time. You don't have the time. The moment Romelu Lukaku sets his feet out of Inter Milan, it's absolutely over. Inter desperate for money. The window is running down, and they also want to plan for the next season. So they need to either let Romelu Lukaku leave or Lautaro Martinez leave, so that they can actually getting more players, or better players, or replacements, and start the season. They're champions. They've got to give us a good season, honestly. So I don't see Lautaro Martinez now move to Arsenal. It's very complicated. I've seen a couple of reports saying, "Whoa, it's advanced. It's advanced. Arsenal is still in advanced talks." I don't think it's advanced, honestly. Yes, there's been a lot of talk, but I don't think it's advanced. I don't think it is. Not really. I'll come back. We're gonna speak about Joaquin Correa bid rejected. When did we make that Joaquin Correa bid? And when did it get rejected? And why the hell did we go for Joaquin Correa? I'll speak to you very, very soon in the mid-morning show. Do smash a like on the video. Please subscribe to the channel. My name is Cossy, and I'll speak to you in the next one.